years after two separate fires devastated Spokane County, the healing journey in Elk continues with a little help from neighbors.
It may have felt like summer today, but it's definitely going to feel more fall-like tomorrow with rain showers, breezy conditions, and much cooler temperatures.
And the Trump administration picks its next city to deploy National Guard troops to. Why Memphis could be next.
It's been 2 years since this happened. The Gray and Oregon Road fires devastated Spokane County, burning hundreds of homes and thousands of acres. 2 people died in those fires. Thanks for making KREM 2 News at 6 a part of your Saturday. I'm Cody Proctor. Now, the healing from these fires continues today. Community members actually rolled up their sleeves to rebuild in parts around Elk, still reeling from the impact of the Oregon Road fire. KREM 2's Connor McAvoy was out there today at one of those sites and shows us more tonight.
Garrett Bart's got his work cut out for him as he chops up dead trees across a neighborhood in Elk. The good news is he's not alone.
Just help these people get their lives put back together, from cleaning debris, cutting down trees, just helping any way we can around their property.
Barth is one of many volunteers through a regional group of members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. They're putting in the work to help rebuild the Elk community 2 years after the Oregon Road fire. Its damage left behind 11,000 burned acres and more than 100 homes destroyed. And 2 years later, its aftermath plain to see.
The people here of Elk just feel forgotten.
Kata Dean's the communications director for the church's South Spokane congregations. She says the group came together to rebuild 6 different Elk sites as a part of their annual initiative known as Just Serve's 9/11 National Day of Service and Remembrance. It's designed to encourage folks to volunteer and give acts of kindness to people who've experienced loss.
Their whole mission of this day of service was to unite people like it had united people on 9/11.
Volunteers met at Chatteroy's Latter-day Saints church location Saturday morning. From there, they were assigned different sites to cut down dead trees and move debris off of neighbors' properties and spread gravel.
It gives us an opportunity to bring every level of skill and put them to work to do something to help.
Barr says despite a long road to recovery from the Elk community even 2 years after the fire, he hopes Saturday's efforts inspire others to give back any way they can to people impacted by the fire and help out for a cause bigger than themselves.
We're happy to come and help regardless of religion, regardless of politics, regardless of anything that other people may take to divide us. This is something that we can get together and unite around.
In Elk, Connor McAvoy, KREM 2 News.
Connor, thank you so much. Meanwhile, we're still tracking multiple fires. That includes the Crown Creek fire burning in Stevens County near Northport tonight. Crews are finally starting to get a handle on it. That fire, combined with the Black Hawk Mountain fire last weekend, it is now 25% contained. It has also burned more than 14,000 acres. More than 700 personnel are working on this fire. Level 1, 2, and 3 evacuations remain in place tonight. That does include the Level 1 covering the town at Northport. The American Red Cross Northwest Region shelter is set up at the American Legion Post 146 in Kettle Falls. Nearby, the Rattlesnake fire continues to burn, but crews continue to make progress. By the way, this fire is located northwest of Spokane along the western banks of the Columbia River. So far, it's torched more than 21,000 acres. It's now 75% contained. Level 1 and 2 evacuations are still in place tonight, but fire officials did drop the Level 3 Go Now evacuation orders. The evacuation center at the Inchilium Community Center is still open at last check. And the Lynx Mountain fire in Ferry counties burned more than 7,300 acres since it sparked last week. The fire grew more than 1,500 acres overnight. It's now 10% contained. Level 1, 2, and 3 evacuation orders are in place tonight. And certainly a good reminder tonight, we are very much still in the middle of fire season, but as we head into the rest of the weekend, will Mother Nature help us out? Meteorologist Michelle Boss joining us now with your forecast tonight.
Yeah, Mother Nature's going to be helping us out in a big way tomorrow, definitely in a positive way with cooler temperatures, showers. It's going to be a little bit breezy, but considering how cold and showery it's going to be, I don't think the wind's really going to be an issue. We've got moderate air quality out there right now. A little bit of haze yesterday, just a little bit today, but overall not too bad. I can see lots of blue sky out here. Actually kind of a gorgeous first half of the weekend. Satellite and radar showing a few lingering showers mainly across northwest Montana. Otherwise, clear skies elsewhere across the inland northwest, and feeling like a beautiful summer day today with temperatures in the lower 80s in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Even getting a little warm out there in Grand Coulee, Moses Lake, Omak, 84 in Lewiston, 89 in Pomeroy, 85 in Walla Walla. Should be quiet weather for this evening. Sunsets just after 7 though, but enjoy increasing clouds overnight. It's going to be feeling like fall tomorrow. Showery, breezy, highs only in the 60s. Some lingering showers Monday morning, but hey, guess what? Summer comes back on Tuesday with sunshine, and we are back in the 80s.
Michelle, thanks so much. Parents, heads up, Coeur d'Alene Public Schools announced it's discontinuing its driver's education program in November. The district came to the decision from both program costs and changes in Idaho state laws. House Bill 531 allows Idaho families the option to finish driver's ed through a parent-led model. The district needs a new instructor and vehicle for the program. The district also says its driver's ed program operates at a nearly $28,000 annual deficit. If kept, it would need to increase the student fee from $275 to about $400. Heads up tonight, Spokane drivers, 2 construction changes to know about. Let's start on the South Hill first. Rockwood Boulevard will be closed to all traffic between Grand Boulevard and Cowley Street this Monday through Wednesday. It'll be closed for water, sewer, and stormwater systems work. Across the Spokane River, drivers traveling southbound on North Ash Street will see significant slowdowns between West Indiana Avenue and West Maxwell Avenue. That starts Monday, September 22nd, so mark your calendars if you take this route. It'll last through Wednesday, September 24th for both bike and pedestrian safety upgrades. Washington State Governor Bob Ferguson warns the proposed federal budget could strip health coverage from thousands of people here in the state and risk a government shutdown. Democratic leaders argue the proposed bill set to take effect in January could force rural hospital closures, drive up insurance rates, and cut off coverage for more than 300,000 people in the state.
It's been described as the largest transfer of wealth in the history of our entire country. I will say, as a person of faith, that disgusts me. That is upside down. That is wrong.
The Washington State Republican Party chair says Democrats don't have the cards to force a shutdown. Well, time now for a quick break, but coming up on KREM 2 News tonight, the president is set to send the National Guard to Memphis, why he picked this city, and how local leaders are reacting. And later, we've got the highlights of some cool weekend events happening all around Spokane. We've got the details coming up. Covering the nation now tonight after deploying National Guard troops to both Los Angeles and Washington, D.C. President Donald Trump says his administration's targeting Memphis as the next city to deploy troops to. John Lawrence reports tonight.
The National Guard is heading to Tennessee's second biggest city.
We're going to Memphis. Memphis is
that's the next city.
Deeply troubled. We're going to fix that just like we did Washington.
I think we need Tennessee Republican Governor Bill Lee was among the state and local officials who discussed with the White House the development of a, quote, multi-phased strategic plan to combat crime in Memphis. Democratic Memphis Mayor Paul Young was also involved with the talks.
I want to be clear. I did not ask for the National Guard, and I don't think it's the way to drive down crime. However, that decision has been made.
President Trump says his call for federal forces in Memphis came after speaking to Union Pacific CEO Jim Vena, who used to work in Memphis.
He said, when I walk one block to my hotel, they won't allow me to do it. They put me in an armored vehicle with bulletproof glass to take me one block. He said, it's so terrible.
So far, there's no official date set for sending troops to Memphis, but in a social media post, Governor Lee says he'll be working out the details with the Trump White House.
I'm certainly not happy about the National Guard. I am looking forward to trying to find ways to invest in the things that we're already doing to address crime in our city.
John Lawrence, KREM 2 News.
Feeling like summer today, a beautiful lake day with highs in the 80s and sunshine, but a very different day tomorrow. Cooler, showers, breezy. How long will that last? We'll have your extended forecast coming up.
Welcome back to KREM 2 News. The date is September 13th, Michelle, but as we head into the rest of this weekend, we're getting a real taste of fall for your Sunday.
Yeah, those who have lived here a long time know that September can go both ways. We've had snow in this month in past years, but this year we also had record-breaking temperatures in the upper 90s near 100. So get a little bit of everything some years. We're going to get a little taste of fall for the second half of our weekend, but for today, certainly feeling like a beautiful summer day, even nice enough and warm enough to be out on the lake. The water temperatures are still pretty warm out on Lake Coeur d'Alene, and we topped out in the low 80s this afternoon. The average high is 75. Records have now slipped into the low 90s, so you don't even have to be near 100 to be breaking any records. Of course, it was dry out there today. Still has been very dry this whole summer, and we have beautiful weather out there right now, but the sun does set now just after 7 o'clock. Sunset at 7:06, so get out there and enjoy the evening while there's still a little bit of daylight left. 81 degrees, mostly sunny skies. Winds out of the west-southwest at 7 miles per hour. It's going to be a very different day tomorrow. We'll be waking up. It's already going to be overcast tomorrow morning. Showers will be on the way. A little bit breezy. Wind gust around 25 miles per hour out of the southwest. And temperatures will take a pretty noticeable hit with highs in the middle and upper 60s. Some of that rainfall will likely linger into tomorrow night, into Monday morning. But we should clear out by Monday afternoon. That'll help us boost our temperatures during the late afternoon into the low 70s. But guess what? Summer is not being put away just yet. By Tuesday and Wednesday, actually, we are going to be right back up into the low 80s. So again, something for everybody in this forecast. Our temperature trend kind of seeing some ups and downs. Coolest should be tomorrow with highs in the 60s, 70s on Monday, and then the 80s for Tuesday and Wednesday. Computer models still diverging on what's going to happen towards the end of the week, so it may be a little bit cooler if chances of rain increase by the end of next week. Otherwise, we're looking at highs pretty close to average in the mid-70s. But right now, we're kind of sandwiched in between two storm systems, so enjoying upper-level high pressure right now with showers and thunderstorms in northwest Montana. And rain now pushing on to the west coast of Washington and Oregon. These clouds will move in by tomorrow morning with the rain following closely behind, just looking at kind of an unsettled day. This evening, though, beautiful, should be mostly clear throughout the evening, but we'll be waking up to clouds, and this is by noon. So looking at that wet weather already pushing into the region, and then just showers throughout the afternoon. We'll likely see some showers right on into the evening, and this is Monday morning. Looks like some lingering wet weather mainly across North Idaho, but could still see some showers in Spokane, but that'll eventually push out with skies clearing out by late in the day on Monday. Tuesday, sunshine returns in full force, and our temperatures will warm right back up. So here's a look at the extended forecast. Feeling like fall tomorrow. Lingering showers on Monday morning, still a little bit on the cool side, highs in the lower 70s, and then back to summer on Tuesday and Wednesday, sunshine and 80s.
Michelle, thanks so much. And you might want to bundle up tomorrow if you're going to the Spokane County Interstate Fair to meet these guys right here. Don't they look familiar? Michelle and I, along with Mark Hanrahan, will be out at the fair from 1 to 5 in the afternoon tomorrow, so stop on by. Meanwhile, the first soccer league for athletes with intellectual and developmental disabilities hosting a weekend of matches at Hub Sports Complex in Liberty Lake. The Spokane Impact, Colorado Springs Switchbacks, United Genuine FC, and One Knoxville FC are competing for the league title. The first day of matches just finished, but if you'd like to check out tomorrow's games, visit the Project Inspire website. Tickets are $10. The first match starts at 9 in the morning. And check this out. The Spokane Fire Department, Save Kids Spokane, and other local organizations partnered up today for the 7th annual Kids Junior Fair or Fire Academy at River Park Square. The academy serves as an opportunity for kids and families to experience what it's like to be a firefighter while learning important safety lessons at the same time. Well, we've got much more coming up tonight on KREM 2 News. Your college football roundup from WSU and Eastern Washington. Plus, KREM 2 Sports Director Andrew Quinn joins us in Moscow for a look at the Idaho Vandals.
West Sports Desk.
Welcome back. We've got a lot of college football action to get to today, so let's get started. Washington State with their first road test at University of North Texas. There is Jimmy Rogers. The Mean Green marched the ball right down the field on their first drive of the game. Mackenzie McGill with the rushing touchdown. North Texas up 7-0 early. Cougs now driving. Jackson Potter hit as he throws, and the ball sails right to Evan Jackson, who returns this nearly to the Washington State 10-yard line. They've got great field position, and it sets up a Jaden Beck's rushing touchdown this time. Mean Green now up 14-0 as he sneaks all the way around the end into the end zone, up 14-0 in the first quarter. Washington State does add a field goal. They trail 14-3 in the first quarter, but they turn the ball over 5 times in the first half, and they have a punt blocked. Potter has 3 interceptions, and backup quarterback Julian Duggar right there has one of the Cougs' 2 fumbles in this game. Running back Kirby Voorhees had the other one, and those turnovers led to big points for North Texas. They recovered that fumble there. They were up 42-3 at the half because this time it's Jaden Beck again that punches it in after they recovered that turnover. Their offense really doing it all. We do see Zebby Eckhouse in at quarterback in the fourth quarter. He scores the only Cougs touchdown of the day, but North Texas with 410 yards of total offense, they win it 59-10. The Idaho Vandals celebrating the 50th anniversary of the Kibbe Dome today. They've got throwback uniforms as they face off against Utah Tech. A few minutes into the second quarter, Joshua Wood connects with Ryan Jesiaro for the touchdown. Idaho scores first. As the second quarter comes to a close, Owen Forsman's field goal is good to put the Vandals up 10-0. As time expires in the second half, Utah Tech hits a 55-yard field goal. Some confusion at first as to whether it went in, but it did. It's 10-3 at the half. Idaho gets one more touchdown in the game, courtesy of Joshua Wood late in the fourth quarter. It's an 18-yard rushing touchdown. There he goes. And then an interception with less than 2 minutes to go seals the deal. Spokane native Aaron Kinsey with the grab. Idaho wins it 20-6. For more on the game, we head to sports director Andrew Quinn in Moscow. Hey, Andrew.
Well, that's more like it from the Idaho Vandals here tonight. A complete team victory over Utah Tech. The defense held the Trailblazers out of the end zone all game long, and the Idaho offense put up 405 total yards.
That football game is Vandal football, right? We're going to be physical, we're going to play really hard, and we're going to play smart.
2 key reasons for the offensive output today were wide receiver Ryan Jesiaro, who scored Idaho's first touchdown of the day and had a huge 4th down conversion late. Also, running back Art Williams with a career-high 144 yards on the ground. Williams gave all the credit to his offensive line.
We wouldn't be able to do it without the guys up front, so I'm grateful for them. And then I feel like our offense is very versatile. And we can run, we can pass, we could do it all.
As he continues to gain confidence, I think so does Joshua, right? He believes that all those receivers will make plays for him. But some of those crucial moments where RJ's the kind of the one-on-one matchup, we feel really good about him because, again, he's big, he's strong, he can really catch it.
Another key today was special teams. Cameron Pope missed the Vandals' first 2 field goals of the day, so enter Owen Forsman, who drilled both of his and gave the Vandals more breathing room. And on defense, the game was sealed late by Rogers High School alum Aaron Kinsey, who came away with an interception after not playing on defense last week against St. Thomas.
It felt amazing. I was the man in the arena for a while. Drive was going, plays was going. I was getting out of breath. Every play, everything was going on. Lights was getting big. And it was a cover 3. They ran it before, like 2 plays before, and I was like, if he throws it again, I'm getting the ball. And he did it. I got the ball.
Now looking ahead to next week, the Vandals are back on the road to visit an FBS opponent. Idaho travels to San Jose State on Saturday. Kickoff for that game is set for 2 p.m. For now, reporting at the Kibbe Dome in Moscow, Andrew Quinn, KREM 2 Sports.
Well, thanks, Andrew. Eastern taking on Northern Iowa, and Northern Iowa starts this game off with a bang. On their first play from scrimmage, Matthew Sheckelman hits Tyson Kershaw, a 79-yard touchdown pass. They're up 7-0 early. They had a field goal at the end of the first half to lead 10-0, and then in the third quarter, Sheckelman connects this time with Aiden Price, another long touchdown pass. They're now up 17-0 in the third quarter, but then here comes Nate Bell. He's already scored 1 rushing touchdown, and then this one from 40 yards out. Bell making his way into the end zone. He brings it within just 3 points. Eastern had a chance to send it to overtime late, but they miss the field goal. Eastern loses 17-14. That's all for sports. Cody, back to you.
Caitlin, thank you so much. And thank you for watching KREM 2 News at 6 tonight. We hope to see you once again tonight for KREM 2 News at 10 and 11. Good night, everyone. We'll see you then.